bloody thing. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about what we did on the vicarage field here where we cultivated it. Earlier on last year we cultivated this field with the John Deere and the cultivator, the Pottinger, and I left the packer on the back. I left the discs and the packer on, and what's happened, if we just have a look, is where I've cultivated it too hard. We have broken down the soil structure quite a lot on this field, and as a consequence, because we've had a lot of rain recently, we've started to get a bit of soil erosion. So I don't know if you can just see there, something which is very common on this farm, which is sand. And that sand at the moment is being washed away because we've, like I say, broken down the soil structure too much. So we don't actually want to see these bits of sand where the rain has started to wash it away. So it's just devastating to see, because it can be some good arable land, this, and it's normally really good at growing sugar beet, it's good at growing carrots, it's good for root crops, and that's because sand washes off very easily. If you harvest and pick up, for example, carrots or potatoes, sand will just fall off very easily because there's no clay content in that at all, which means that it's not very sticky. And for a carrot grower or for a potato grower, that is just absolutely brilliant. However, one important factor to consider is that it's got to be very well managed, and sand coming off into the margins like this, into the grass, is just not a good thing. So what does it mean? Well, we're going to have to make a change to the cultivator, to the Pottinger, and I mentioned that change in yesterday's video, and we'll just go to the shed and I will talk to you what I'm on about. And if you could help me out in this video and give it a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. Thank you very much for all of the thumbs up. Thank you very much for the comments on yesterday's video talking about the bale attachments. I think the one at the moment which we're looking at is the elephant trunk style, so you can go over the bale, squeeze the bale and pick it up, and pick bales up if you need to resell them with it, which is quite handy. And you can also stack bales on their sides if you need to, so you can stack them both ways, which I thought was quite good. The under bale is still a consideration, the two prongs underneath, so it's between that one and the elephant trunk style. And your like is an appreciation for the video. You guys like the videos, I make more videos. And if you remember anything from today's video, just try and remember what this field looks like. The sort of job we've done with the Pottinger. It's destroyed the soil structure. We've worked it down too hard. It looks great, it looks level and clumpy, but it's not clumpy enough, and it's not the way I want to leave it to prevent and stop the soil erosion. So remember how this looks. And just walking back to the machinery shed, here's the Shropshire sheep which we scanned, and they're about to lamb later this year in March time, so we're keeping an eye on them. We've got plenty of grass on this field to go at, and we're feeding them down at the bottom. And these are the troughs we got the other day, so we just put a bit of fodder beet in from the Manitou and just put them in a few buckets and take them down here, and they love a bit of beet in there. So I've got some tools out. Something else I forgot to say is last time I was using this, I actually wore the points down all the way to the shin. So that's the trouble again, sandy soil, very abrasive on metal, very abrasive on parts. So I'm also missing a shin at the back, so I'm going to have to try and order one of those up. So what I'm thinking is, if I undo these bolts, hang on, I've got a big 36mm socket here, and bring you guys in. One bolt on here, another bolt there, and then I've got a pin on each side, so I've got to undo that. Calves are hungry this afternoon, so I've got to do them later. Take that one off as well, take that pin off, undo those bolts, top and bottom, and then it'll be free. Got the Milwaukee, it's been blooming handy, this socket thing, sort of 1/2-inch socket gun. I'll just put it on the bolt there, grab my spanner. And now for the other side. You guys are keeping well in these difficult times. I hope these videos, I had a couple of comments the other day which I thought were really nice. There was a young chap who'd said, oh, young chap, I'm a young boy. Yeah, I was a young guy who said, thanks for posting all your videos, Ollie, they really cheer me up and they're keeping me through this pandemic. And I didn't think about it in that way, but I suppose I supply a little bit of entertainment to you guys. Ollie's have an iPhone case there. Which is a really nice thought, because I'm really happy that I'm not just doing farming. I'm able to provide you guys with some sort of entertainment, which for me is a normal day, but is quite interesting and different for you guys who watch. So thanks very much for those kind comments, and it really makes it worthwhile, a comment like that. Yeah, really appreciate. Really sort of makes it all worthwhile. There we go. Get the deer in here in a sec. Get that one off there. A bit loud. Headphone users beware. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, we got the last nut. Come on. Sweet. Who's that? A couple of sockets there. Always bring a few extra just in case it's the wrong side. Sweet, so there we go. We've got that packer off now. We've just got the cultivator on its own. There we are. I'm hoping we're going to be able to leave a cloddier loam after this, behind this. Hopefully you can see what I'm on about with the wearing of the beginning to wear of the bottom leg there, and that's because we've worn out the bottom of the point. And I could keep going, but we're just going to keep wearing into the legs, so it's it's just about time to start changing them now. So oh. A little impact. Got a bit more torque on this gun, so yeah, they're really rusted on there. Bloody thing. That is really seized on there. It's just so annoying. Got the first nut off. Can't be seized on there that badly. Gonna have to cut that off, I think. Right, we're sort of getting on a bit. Sun's just going down, so I'll pop this in the shed. Done about half. Don't like doing half a job normally, like to get the job done, but this one on the end, just need to find a little something hacksaw or something tomorrow, slip that in there, get that cut off, and then tomorrow I'll be able to change all the rest of these, finish off washing the Manitou, and I need to get the new ones out the shed, which are on the shelf, and we'll put the new points on. I'll ring up the company, I'll ring up spare parts company, get a shin for that. So I've put the equipment away, and tomorrow we will get the new points, which are currently in the workshop, and we'll take them out and we'll put the new points on. So I'm looking forward to getting those new points on, getting the sugar beet field cultivated, which has had the sheep on and they've now moved on to the turnip field, and we can cultivate that field horizontally, leaving it nice and clumpy to prevent the soil erosion over the rest of the winter. And as you can see, I've got the I'd rather be farming merchandise on, so go and check that out. You can get it as a t-shirt, jumper, or hoodie, and also check the Olly's Farm iPhone cases out. And it was really interesting to see that we had broken down the soil structure too much on the vicarage field, and if we can just tweak it to just stop that soil erosion, that would be a really good thing, because I'm really passionate about farming, and I'm also looking out for the best interests of the farm and of the farmland. And a lot of what I've learned has been from my dad. He's passed down his information, his knowledge and experience to me. And it's really nice that the older generation is passing that information on And it's really nice that although Dad doesn't ever come on camera, he does like to pass the information on, the experience on. And I suppose that would be Dad's legacy, is passing experience on to myself and for the older generation, and then the younger generation can then take that knowledge, that experience, and move ahead into the future. So by preventing the soil erosion, from stopping that sand from washing away, we're improving the fertility of the soil, we're reducing the chances of having lower yields. We don't want to have low yields, we want good quality yields, high yields, so that we can have a good functioning farm, which will have a good soil biome, plenty of healthy organisms in the soil, a good crop rotation to reduce the weeds on the farm, and to improve and to promote the utilisation of nutrients on the farm. We want every crop in the rotation to be utilising the nutrients. I always believe in these sorts of times, in dark times, remaining positive. What you put out into the universe will boomerang around and it will come back to you. So if you put negativity out there, it's going to come back. If you put positivity out there, it's going to come back to you in some way or form. So be nice, be kind, be positive, even in these hard times. Yeah, go and check out when we first got the cultivator and we were doing the GPS cultivating with it for the first time. I'll leave the link at the end of this video because it was really interesting learning how to use it, and you can go and check that video out and it will be worth it. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will catch you on the next one.